I'm gonna get this in while I can. So here we are at Mosley Fields, and we're gonna do a little DMR precision rifle, just a little in-house competition. So what we just did was confirm 0 in our chronographs to get the velocity of our rounds, so when we get our data for where to hold at what distance, we can be as accurate as possible. So average velocity, I have my 20-inch 308 barrel is 25.39. There's like a minimum of 25.19, max with 25.52. So kind of standard. 20-inch barrel, shooting 175 grain, federal premium gold medal match. It's about 2,500 feet per second, so I'm in the right spot. Accuracy is on point. Again, everything like fits in this little hole, which I'm hella happy about. Sub $2,000 something rifle, right at $2,000. You can't complain about that accuracy and performance. I do want to compare my 308 to Josh's 308, which is like a nice armament, all the doohickey. So it's like a $10,000 rifle versus my $2,000 rifle. Looking at the shot groupings at 50, it seems right on point. But when we step out the distance, we're gonna kind of see if there is any difference or change once we start out stepping out the range. But my barrel's a 20-inch and his is an 18-inch, so it's kind of close enough to compare. And so that's one of the things I want to do today, on top of just getting more proficient with my rifle. We're at the 100-yard mark now, and so I think the bolt action guys with the bolt action rifles are going to zero in, and then we'll head to the long range and start our little competitions with different stages. And you'll see as the video goes on. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. I know you guys like the training videos. So I just want to bring more of those to you guys, because I can only review so many AR-15s before it gets to the point where it's just like, bro, just buy an AR and train. So get out and train.
HMR Wilderness. It's got a 20-inch barrel running an Infinity suppressor from Otter Creek Labs. Night Force A-Tacker 5-25 for the glass with Leupold rings, sequence mount. I'm going to be running 178 grain Hornadies. Knight's SR25 with a Rainier Ultra Match barrel. I've got a Voodoo 525 on it. Silencer code 36M, and all kinds of other things on it that I don't need.
What ammunition are you running?
I'm using IMI 175 grain.
All right, so you're using a factory offering. All right, so he's going to go for the option, the pasty right below the one I just shot. Remember, you're going to be hitting a hair high. Just hold center of that pasty and it'll just hit a hair high. We're not looking for it hitting because you're zeroed at a different spot than this, but this is 100 yards.
Right or bottom?
On you, man.
Right or bottom?
Bottom, below me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I got Aero Precision M5 with a Criterion M118 LR barrel that's made for 175 grain projectiles. I'm using 175 gold medal match federal premium. Got a resonator can from YHM. Arkin 6-24 first focal plane optic. Geisley ssae trigger. Yeah, I love this thing. All right.
Middle row, bottom pasty, Thomas.
All the way at the bottom?
Yep.
All right. 5 rounds.
So Remington 700, got a Mark IV HD, 18 power on it, shooting AAC, Sierra Match Kings.
What weight?
175 grain.
Yep.
All right, which one I'm going for?
The center row, top pasty.
Center row, top paste, you got it.
Yep, it's to the left of the one I shot at. Or the right rather.
All right.
Alright guys, so here with the accuracy portion of the video, we grouped all 4 of these rifles at 100 yards using the perspective ammo that the individual chose to use for their respective gun. We're going to go ahead and start from the largest group going down to the smallest group. So the first, presenting out a very respectable without the flyer. He's looking at about 0.9 MOA with the flyer. He went out to 2.04 inches. Now this is one of the things with gas guns. Sometimes you can get that kind of a flyer with it, depending on loading the bipod. There's a whole bunch of different variables that can happen with it, but that is the group that this rifle did present. We don't reshoot for seconds. So the rifle that shot that group, again, is going to be the Aero M5 builder set with the Criterion 20-inch M118 LR barrel with the 1-in-11 twist. All right, moving on over to coincidentally the most expensive rifle of the day. The second is going to be the nice armament with the Rainier Arms Ultramax barrel shooting 175 grain IMI Sierra Match Kings. He came in at a 1.36 MOA and about a 0.8 MOA without the flyer that he had down here. Again, we don't reshoot groups, but that is what it ended up producing. And the rifle that run that here is going to be, again, this nice armament, a very beautifully set up lunchbox gun with the just as good rifle here. He's like, fuck you, man. All right, moving on over to the second place winner for this year is going to be the Remington 700 AAC shooting 175 grain Sierra Match Kings, the Palmetto Armory loaded variant of it, the AAC ammunition. This gun did a 1.34 MOA, and I believe it was 0.7 MOA, right at 0.7 MOA without the flyer. And I'll annotate with a ruler down here a picture across the screen so you guys can cross-reference these for yourselves to get an idea of how they shot. He come out to 1.34 MOA, so just 0.02 better than what the Rainier Arms did. And then lastly, shooting the 178 grain ELDMs, the Bergara HMR. These things are absolute tack drivers. Came in at 0.66 MOA from 100 yards. So far, as far as the accuracy goes, the bolt guns are winning, but there are going to be areas at which gas guns are going to excel compared to bolt guns, and I believe that is something that you're going to see downrange once we shoot the long distance portion of this video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to it.
All right, so here we are at the long range. So you saw the little video of my grouping. It would have been sub MOA if it was not for that one flyer. And that's honestly not bad. I would have came in second place overall with the grouping if it wasn't for that one flyer, but you know, shit happens. And I believe it was me, not the gun. I don't think I was positioned behind it correctly, because once I got better positioning, I was able to start stacking shots. So not bad for a rifle that costs, you know, right around $2,000, maybe a little less, maybe a little bit more, but that's pretty good. So what we're gonna do is do some stages out at long distance, quote unquote, going out to 700, and so
I'll be right back.
we're gonna start videoing that. So hope you guys enjoy.
Guys, so stage one, this is going to be one of the gas gun advantage stages. We're going to be running everything off of the tank trap here. So the way this stage is going to work is you will have 3 positions on the trap that you have to do. You're going to have 2 different targets that you're engaging. First is going to be C-zone steel at 297 yards. It's going to have the square painted on its chest. The shooter from the first position will engage that target 2 times, so you need to get 2 hits on that target before moving on to the follow-up target at 601 yards, which will be a 100% IPSC. The shooter will do that from all 3 positions on the tank trap. The par time for this particular stage is going to be 60-second par. Again, for every miss that has occurred, it's going to be plus 1 second added on to your time. So while the gas guns will have the advantage of being able to take a faster follow-up shot, it is still important to make sure that you are getting good hits on target down range. 60-second overall par, 10 seconds for any targets that are not engaged by the end of the stage. All right, spotter up.
Yep.
Should understand the course of fire.
Yep.
Stand by.
Hit. Miss. Hit.
Wrong target.
Wrong target. Miss. Hit.
Yep.
Hit. 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 Miss. 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 Hit. Miss. Miss. Hit.
Oh, so close.
So you had 6 misses. So plus 16, so 6. So we're gonna do. Let's do a review.
Smell, dude. Something's burning.
So 5690 plus. All right, guys. So right off the bat, the advantages the gas gun are showing. So these quicker stages where you've got more targets that you have to engage, especially with the follow-up shots, where you've got to get a second shot off on the same target. It's really going to show itself with autoloaders. But next up, we've got a bolt gun advantage stage. So generally, people are going to try and say that bolt guns are more accurate than gas guns, and our accuracy portion did kind of prove that a little bit, but I feel like that this might be anecdotal. If you take 10 shots, you see that sometimes with good quality gas guns, the results will overlap. So what we've got here, we got the ladder stage. So we've got 4 positions on the ladder that you have to shoot off of. So starting up here at the top, middle, this rung, 3rd rung, and then back up to the middle rung. You have to get 1 hit on a 10-inch plate at 507 yards. Again, we're doing a 60-second par. I got it. Look up.
I was gonna say you have to do it, make eye contact.
I was gonna look you dead in the eyes and.
Oh my God, you're bugging me so good.
All right,
Shooter on the center course of fire.
you have to tap it for him.
Yep.
Stand by. Miss. Miss, you're shooting high. Hit. Miss, low. top. Off left.
Got him a function. Time.
One miss. I forgot how many times he missed during the stage.
It's got 2 mics. This here not lift kit having Tacoma. So the way it's going to work, the shooters are going to stage with the rifles on top of the truck already. Magazine inserted, bolt to the rear, and the buzzer starts. They'll be starting at the bottom of the ladder, 1 foot on the ladder, ready to go. Once it goes off, you're going to climb up the ladder, the whittle ladder, onto the truck, send the bolt home, and you're going to engage the first target at 328 yards, and then you're going to engage the far target at 555, and then back to 328, and then back to 555 for a total of 4 hits. Again, this is going to be more of a gas gun advantage stage, a little bit more targets that you've got set up that we have to leave here. So without further ado, we're going to let gas gun go first on this run. So Josh, you are up.
All right. Shooter on the side of course of fire.
Yeah.
Stand by. Yeah, left to right.
Should have dialed in.
Way high.
Way high?
Yeah. Barely high. Hit. Off left. Hit. 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 Off left. Off right. Hit.
That's it?
Yep. Trying to sabotage you.
All right, recording.
All right, so the way this stage works is going to be the last and final gas gun advantage stage for the day. So you're going to start bag, let the bags be staged up there and all your information, just because I want multiple things being carried up the stairway at one time when you have the ladder or the rifle in your hand rather. The shooter will start at the base of the rooftop. On the buzzer, he will run up. He will engage targets at 343, 444, and 570 yards. You need a total of 6 hits. So it'll be near, middle, far, then back near, middle, far, to end out the stage. It's Barkatini. It's Barkatini.
All right, Thomas. You
Ready.
understand the course of fire?
Yep.
Spotter up. Shooter ready. Stand by. Hit. Off right. Hit.
4-1.
Hit. Low. Low. Come on, dog. Reload.
Check out.
Hit. Low. Hit. Lock it in, lock it in.
This is uncomfortable as fuck.
Lock in. One more shot, come on. Hit.
All right.
Time.
64-51.
Good shit. All right, guys. So 2 more stages left. This one here, the last 2. This one and the next one are both going to be bolt gun advantage stages, we're calling them. Although, as we have been seeing very clearly, there really isn't much of an advantage of a bolt gun over a gas gun. Gas guns are plenty accurate. But what we've got set up here is you're going to have 3 rungs on this here cattle gate that you have to engage 2 targets at, both of them C-zone steels, one of them at 454 yards. And then the last one at 602, you're going to go near to far, move rung, near to far, move rung, near to far. 90-second par on these guys. So let's get to it. You ready for this?
Cross. Triangle cross.
I don't think he's ready for this.
Not at all.
All right, shooter stand the course fire.
Yep.
Stand by. Oh, there's a cardinal on the road.
Target is changed.
Off right. Can't tell. Hit.
Oh, why not? Put this fucking up.
Low. High. Low. Hit. Hit. Nice.
Oh, shit. Barrage like a bitch.
Low.
All right.
68,
What were you
85.
Oh, I was only like dead on.
Dead on?
Yeah.
All right, guys, last and final stage. The way it's gonna work, we got two targets, 623 and 701. Very simple. Shooter just has to start from the tripod, get two hits total. One hit on 623, one hit on 701. Detach from the tripod, move down to prone, repeat the same process.
Stand by.
Hit. Off left edge. Hit.
Right side twist. You're off.
Little targets.
Little target.
Hit. Off left edge. Just underneath it. Give me another half target. Ooh, just under the right edge. Hit.
All right.
Yeah, he was. All right, guys. So we are at the conclusion of our little experiment today. And again, these are the results that we have. You can be mad at it all you want, but I would say that I probably have the most experience out here. Myself and Ali both have the most experience out here. Thomas here, you've probably been out to what? This is your third one of these, second one of these?
Oh, with
It's
this
at least
gun?
your second. Well, I think it's just your second in general.
Probably, yeah, probably.
That's the first time he's been out with this gun. Gas gun on both occasions took first and second place. So I also want to go ahead and reiterate that price isn't always the deciding factor for things, guys.
This is the cheapest rifle out here.
It's the cheapest rifle out here. It's fucking Aero Precision receiver set, Aero Precision rail. It's got a Criterion barrel. He's shooting federal gold medal match with an Arkin scope. I'm running a Night Force ATACR on a Bergara B14. The second place winner was, and you can kind of pan over to it to look, is this nice armor. This is about a $10,000 setup that's sitting right here. And Thomas beat even him by a full 100 seconds. So all that to be said, that skill is going to come into play in a lot of ways for this kind of stuff. If you're not getting out and training, you're not going to be any good with the equipment that you've got. Now, Thomas here took first place, so congratulations. That's your that's what you won. You want a pat on the back. Josh will give you a blowjob later. Josh took second place. Since he took second place, he gets to give you a blowjob.
I burned up last
Ali,
stage.
who was on the cameras, he took third place, and I actually ended up coming in fourth. Just be like that sometimes. Need to get out and practice with that rifle a little bit more. But that to being said, guys, really good shooting today. The gas gun guys definitely showed that the gas gun is going to have the advantage, and even the advantage that you're getting with the smaller targets. I mean, you saw that both of the bolt guns shot tighter groups than both of the gas guns today. That still did not matter. The gas guns still come out on top. Actually, I think you had the worst group out of all four guns. He was 2 ammo away. I was shooting 0.6 ammo away with mine. So be that as it may, guys, that's just kind of to show you that
being able to get behind the gun and get fast, accurate follow-up shots, even with limited round counts, is going to be more important than the marginal amount of accuracy that you're actually getting in bolt guns. Now, that being said, bolt guns are still drippy. Running the bolt still makes me way more badass, so by default, me and Ollie actually won. But I do appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comment section below. Go ahead and check out Locks and Loads channel here. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I appreciate y'all watching.